everybody out there. It's the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine taking center stage on the Own It magazine platform. And today we got a very special guest. We are living like it's golden. She's going to teach us how to have some golden skin. And right now, I'm going to bring her in so she can just groove with me a little bit. Come on in.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Yes.
What you doing? What you doing? I'm lipping because I can't say. Hey, good morning, you guys. Hey,
Woo! Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in. Yes. Good morning. Welcome to another Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Taking center stage on the Own It platform with our featured business spotlight, Miss Moshay, Mother of Earth, Shea Butter. Whoo, y'all. I'm just going to tell you right now, this woman right here definitely touches my heart. We have been friends for about 5 years. We actually met in a women's empowerment group. And y'all know how some of those can be. We just connected. Her spirit, she lights up the room. And I don't know if any of y'all saw the message I put out there, but when she comes in the room, I'm telling y'all, you're just going to smile. You're just going to smile because that's just the kind of energy that she brings out. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Moshay. Good morning, Moshay.
Good morning, Tiffy. How you doing
this morning?
I'm good. Look, I woke up golden this morning. I was inspired from the time we set up this interview. Yeah. And then last night, my prayer was that whatever message is downloaded, that it reaches at least one person that needs it. And so I prayed that in my sleep. So when I woke up this morning and we did the thing, that it was already planted as a seed. So I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. So tell the audience, where does your story begin, Moshay? Ooh. I know you got a long story and a very powerful one at that.
Okay, let me make it concise but powerful. My story began when I was in a doctor's office and I was being told that I was diagnosed with lupus. Didn't know what it was. Had no idea. Just know I had been sick. I had been in the hospital and climbing through that for several months until they actually got to that diagnosis was just as rigorous as being told what it was. I went through a series of anger. I argue with God, like, why me? I've been your child. I've done everything. But you never know the golden plan. You never know the golden plan. And after climbing through that, I went through depression for about 4 years. How many of you guys know about crying in the shower? Where nobody else can see. And then you step out the shower, put back on your super cape and keep going. That's what I went through. And one time I looked in the mirror, I was on these steroids, had the puffy cheek face. And I just said, this is not how I'm going out. I know I have a purpose. And one morning I was getting out of bed and I couldn't move. And I'm a fan of Shea Butter, natural products, self-care. You know, I had just kind of lost my way for a bit. And I woke up and I was putting on my normal, just whipped Shea Butter. And I was like, you know what? I think I can put some stuff in here that can help me heal all the time without taking all the pills and having the puffy faces. And so I made a switch.
Yeah.
If some of you guys know what I mean, when you see this or you're chatting, just put it in the chat. I know what you're talking about, sis. Something switched. And I was like, I'm going to re-diagnose myself. It is the lupus. It's not my lupus. From that moment on, Tiff, everything changed. Shea Butter was born. Mother of Earth was born. I started taking care of myself every day. Every morning I get up and it's a ritual. It's on the jar. It tells you how to love yourself. Take your time. The consistency ain't smooth like watery lotions or other products. It's going to take some work because our life takes work.
That's right.
So you have to rub it in, and you have to have at least 2 to 3, if not 5 to 10 minutes to just love on yourself from head to toe. And that's where it came from. And from that, it was the book. I was in a book called Extraordinary Lives with some remarkable authors as well. First time went international bestseller, just telling my story. Just telling my story. And the journey continues because, like many of you, I'm still a work in progress, but I welcome it. Like, I don't ever want to be complete or perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep growing. I want to keep climbing. And I think part of that is sharing my story. That's why I said yes. Knees knocking, teeth chattering. I was like, Tiff, are you crazy? You want to lie? She's like, you can do it. So it's all a part of the journey. And sometimes you just got to be ready for the opportunity. That's right. Is in a nutshell, like literally a nutshell, but the nut is still cracking as I'm still going.
See, and I remember when you started that Shea Butter, and I remember seeing the prototype,
Wait, I think you got yours in a Tupperware container.
I think I sure did. You know what? I sure did. A little container that snapped on the side.
I didn't have a brand. I didn't have a label. I was like, I need my sisters to try this. Please tell me what you think. Should I do it? Should I go out there? And the reviews were crazy.
They were.
And I was like, okay.
It is just magnificent. I mean, and I think you had given me the sports one, and then you gave me the regular one. Yeah. And, being as athletic as I am, the body hurts, and I remember using that athletic one and just really, like you said, just work it in, just really love on yourself, because I'm one of them people. I'm always in a hurry. Go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. And so if I happen to put stuff on my skin before, it was like, I maybe. Or I was putting on like the Jergens or whatever, just the stuff that was just really, like you said, real watery and stuff. Just kind of, it didn't do much. I mean, you get it on your skin and it's like, it is gone. It's like, did I put anything on?
Right. And the most important part of what you said is you had to take the time. You had to take that time to love on yourself. That's right. Which is the whole mantra for Love Me Shea Butter. It's a whole line. There's a sports blend. There's a King's blend. There's an empowerment blend to be launched, because you were my beta. So you got all that. So now that I know that's one of your top 3, it's coming out soon. Okay. It's importance of just working through it. We work through things in our life. Right. And working through loving ourselves. For some of us, me in front of the line, I put everybody first. Mm-hmm. So that 2 or 3 minutes of loving on me changed my life every day. Yeah. It was my momentum to get up out of bed. Sometimes my body hurt from the lupus. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wasn't feeling well from the lupus. Right. But just knowing, if you could get to your Shea Butter, because it just begins when you put it in your hand. Like, this is for me. Right. I don't hear kids talking about where's the milk for the cereal. I didn't hear hubby talking about, I don't know where the keys are. I didn't hear nothing. Everybody was blocked out. And this is my me time. And I wanted people, and I wanted my I call them my tribe. You're not my customers, you're not my clients, you're my tribe. Because if you love and use my product, or if you learn to, you become part of the tribe. And I wanted them to feel that significance, because we give so much of ourselves. And some people, they just love the way it makes them feel. Some people go, no, this is my 3 minutes. Let me block everything out. And once we start with 3, then we go to a half a day, and then we do the self-care. I love the caption that you put on our interview, showing you how to love yourself. Step 1, grab you something that makes you feel good, something that's good for you. And pour into yourself, because the more we train ourselves how to love on us, everybody else is watching. That's right. So we're training them too. They're like, oh, she got a glow. Oh, she walking with her shoulders back. Oh, she got something. Knowing that every time you turn your shoulder or you move your hand, you smell the essential oils.
Yes, that part. That part. It is just so wonderful. Like, it's so funny because, my son has the King's blend and he is hooked on the King's Blend. You already know, like when you had given us
know.
the sample just for the, for him and my husband to try. My husband is an avid user of that cocoa butter. What is it? The Palmer's cocoa butter. He is just like, that's what I've been using. That's what I'm going to use. Right. So when I introduced him to the King's Blend, he's like, oh, wait a second. Oh, you onto something? My son does not miss a day. And I'm like, wait a second. He goes, Mom, it smells so good. And, of course, I'm like, these little girls all up on you too at school, huh? And he said, you know what? He has so many little girls coming up to him asking him, like, what is that smell? What do you smell like? Because a lot of people aren't familiar with the essential oils. Yeah. I love them. And, I take my 15 minutes now. When I get myself out the shower, I take my time. They know, don't bother me. Right. Okay. And my skin has never felt better. Right. I even put it in my hair, especially now that my hair is short. I put it up in my hair.
Wait, I had one client tell me this summer, she said, girl, I don't know what you put in that shea butter, but my granddaughter eats it. She eat it. Guess what? It got all good stuff in it. It ain't nothing gonna hurt her. She's like, she always smells it and she just wants to stick her finger in it and just eat it. And she'd be like, girl, I'm not worried about her getting sick over it, but I need that for me.
Right, exactly. That's my stuff.
Right. No, it's good from head to toe, from your hair to your toes.
Yes,
and literally,
it's done wonders on my feet. My feet have always been my problem area because, I have a size 12 shoe. Let's get real. Ladies out there, you guys got them big feet. We're a little self-conscious sometimes. And my size 12, I neglect them often, because I don't want to touch them. Right. But now that I have my Shea Butter and see, I would have the crusties, all that stuff. And my husband would joke with me, okay, I'm just going to be real raw. Yes. Every dry area, the cracks and things, it just works great. My husband says thank you because he's like, babe, you're not like, a velociraptor when we're like in bed and you're like scratching up my leg.
Right. Yeah. And it's all about that. It's those, and you see the subtle changes over time, not just on your outside body, but on your inside.
Yeah.
That's why I chose the oils that revigorate your soul. I chose the oils that healed your body. I chose the oils that even if you got a small whiff of it, you remember that 2 or 3 minutes that you took to love on yourself. Right. And then you start, you know what? I think I need a spa day. How about I do a spa day? When I go for my spa day, I tell them, don't be offended, but can you use mine?
That's right. I'm most definitely gonna take mine next time.
Right. Let's keep it consistent, and it's to fold the self-love, the self-care into your life. Right. Just fold, because we go empty. We don't even realize we are empty. What happens to an engine? Now, my daddy taught me this because I was one who didn't put oil in the car. When you don't put oil in the car, it ain't a little repair. It's a whole engine. So if you love on yourself every day, just think of yourself, you're refilling yourself a little bit every day. So you'll never be dry. There's going to be stuff going on around you. Right. But that morning ritual and now my night ritual revigorates me and fills me back up so I can keep giving and keep serving. And as you say, keep bringing that light into the room, which I don't see in my lenses. I'm just being servant heart and being who I am. It is really not until people tell me what they see. Yeah. And that's the glow that I want to bring. And it has to do with the Shea Butter, but it has to do with the life that we have in us and what we're doing here. And I think that everybody that gets that light bulb, like, you know what? I've been taking care of others for a long time. Mm-hmm. I've been doing it for a long time. Let me give me something back. Yeah. And that's why on the jar it says no one can love you like yourself.
That's right.
Nobody can love you like you. I know. And you just love on, and it pulled me out of that 4-year depression. because I got in my lab, which was my garage, but I got in my lab and I start smelling scents and I start doing research and I start looking up. I was like, I need the energy to stay up. You know, that's what the empowerment blend does. You know, we have our dark days.
Right.
And just, you know, taking some out of.
It really does make you feel better. I mean, just that blend, you know, you got I love frankincense, and it doesn't matter how much is in there. I get that.
I made you some special frankincense before. I remember I made that one jar of just frankincense.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
I love it. You know, it takes me to that next level. And I mean, and I love the fact that, you know, just incorporating this into your life. You're so right. It makes you feel like fulfilled, you know, when you give yourself that little bit of time just to pour into your own cup. You know, we are out there just pouring so much into everybody else. And, you know, like so many of the, you know, the experts out there and the ones that we follow, you know, they tell us you cannot serve from an empty cup, but you can't even serve from a full cup from what we hear, right? You got to serve from that cup of overflow. And this is you helping yourself to get to that overflow. It really is.
And to share it, because I could have kept it to myself.
Yeah.
I could have totally just been in my kitchen making my own blend, but parts of the path of our journey come together at one point. Because I don't know about you guys, I boldly admit that I self-sabotage a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I get in my own way. And if you knew how many years I said, I'm gonna. It wasn't until I started sending out the Tupperware jars to my closest friends that I was even being bold enough to step into it. And I didn't want to self-sabotage this because guess what, Tiff? It ain't about me.
It never is.
The whole journey from when I was sitting in that doctor's office and got that diagnosis and me arguing with God and me crying in the shower, what it sums up to me for this day in my 55th year. Yeah, that's the Shea Butter, y'all.
That's right.
I'm just saying, in my 55th year is, guess what, Mo? It ain't about you. It's not about me as an individual. It's about what I was put here to do.
That's right.
The more that I step into this, because this is a landmark for me, because I've been running. I think I ran for you for like 3 months. Mo,
pretty much.
When we gonna do our interview? And I was like, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to. And so many of us, I was like, okay, after January. I was honestly gonna say after January, it was gonna be resolutions. But why am I waiting until a resolution when I have the intention today?
That's right. Exactly. So, and look, and I'm going to tell y'all that all y'all need to come and get some of this stuff for the holidays, because that's why I told her, you got to get up on here. Look, I'm on empty, y'all. I'm on empty. So I know I'm going to get me some for the holidays. It's already on my Christmas list. My husband knows. And I said, if he don't get it, I sure the heck will, because I'm not going without my Shea Butter for the holidays.
You can subscribe monthly and it'll just show up on your door. Show up on your door. You can subscribe. It's so easy. And it's just one thing. There's thousands of products out there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't afraid of the competition when I launched. It's thousands of shea butter and cocoa butter and coconut oil and Palmer's and you know, things that are out there. But guess what? They don't have my story.
That's right.
They don't have my intention. They don't have the well wishes when I'm mixing and blending, that when it lands in the hands of the person that took the courage to just try me out, let it show them something. It could be the smell, it could be the healing products. It could be the time that it says to take on the jar to just it might just switch something on. It has love and intention. I sage my whole area. I cleanse it of any negativity before I start production. I say a prayer of healing and comfort that it lands in the right hands, which is exactly what I did for this interview. I was like, I don't know if it matters, but the ones that it matters to, let it touch them.
Yeah.
Let it spark something, because even in reflection with me speaking, I'm talking to myself.
Right.
I'm teaching myself. I'm coaching myself that I am passionate about this. that it has made a difference in my life. I don't know.
And a lot of others.
And a lot of others. And
Yeah.
they tell me, and I go, sometimes I hear them and I go, oh my God, it's still working. Oh my gosh. Like a new person sends me a testimony and I'm like, but that's what your intention was, girl. Why are you tripping?
Right.
Why are you tripping? That was your intention. And it's real. And that's
Yeah.
another thing. And you set intentions for yourself. When you put that time frame to take care of you on the daily, and it builds and it builds, and you fill up and you cross more paths and you touch more people, then you see that reflection coming back to you. That's gasoline, y'all. That's what keeps us going. And we will have our lows. Always. Like I was telling my boyfriend the other day, and I said we had just jumped through some hurdles about some stuff going on in life and just everything. And I was like, okay, seatbelts on, because there's more coming.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be more coming, but you just have to set yourself up to win. And when you fall, get up with grace. Look, I was walking down. I moved to Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was walking down the strip. I was cute. I was real cute. I had on some little heels because I'm 5'1". I'm almost 5'2". I'm very proud of that because I've been 5'1" since 6th grade. But I was walking in some heels. I had a little sundress on, and I fell. And of course, the strip was full of cars because that's what they do. They drive down the strip. And I was like, so you can sit here and pity yourself, or you can get up gracefully. So I started brushing myself off, brushing myself off. And someone in the car said, that's right, sis. Get up with style.
That's right.
Are you okay? And I gave a thumbs up like, I'm okay. And I refused to stay down and give a pity party. So we have to find those things in life that start us back up, because we're going to fall a lot.
All the time.
It's just how you get up.
Love it.
Nothing's broken. I have breath. I have life. I'm touching people. I have purpose. Shoulders go back, right? And then we have no regrets. I just want someone to hear and feel and maybe get lit up with just being. Because one of the rituals that I have before I raise my head up off the pillow is I had COVID earlier in January.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you in the audience that may have had either a respiratory something going on in your life, you know how scary it is when you can't take a full breath and you can't exhale a full breath. Mm-hmm. So I was panting to live. It was, I couldn't even sleep because I was scared I was going to stop breathing.
Wow.
Ever since that moment, when I recovered, because I knew recovery, because God sits me down when it's time to have a new download. It was the lupus before, it was the COVID before, late recently. You know what I mean? And by the way, I've been in remission for over 15 years.
Yes.
Right? So let me celebrate, because I'm taught to celebrate the big stuff, the little stuff, all of it. And it was when I was down with the COVID that the download came that you're not done yet. You need to keep going. There's more to do. And so when I wake up now and I take that full breath into my lungs, I still remember the panting to live. And that's the first thing I'm thankful for.
Wow.
Like, whoo,
that full breath.
Here. And with that comes with purpose. So I used to say on my Monday mornings with Mama Mo, with breath, we have purpose. With purpose, we have life. So when you take your deep breath, that's your first grateful, that's your first thought.
Yeah.
And then you wiggle your toes and you go, oh, they work. Right?
Yeah.
And then you feel your heartbeat and you go, oh, that's working. Well, guess what? If all that is working, then you need to get up and make a difference out there.
That's right.
So, and then I grab my Shea Butter. And then I give me my gasoline.
Oh, I just love your spirit, Moshay. So would you say that it's been a smooth road? And if not, what are some of the biggest challenges that you've had to face along the way?
That is so interesting because I had a revelation within the last month. Work was crazy busy. I've been given a lot of responsibilities in what I do, in conjunction with building my brand and my product, in conjunction with building my spiritual growth and continue to grow there, in conjunction with just being me, the mom, the nurturer, the matriarch of the family. It was just a lot going on. And I was finding myself complaining a lot. It wasn't just venting. And I got away from that gratefulness.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I did what I did in the morning, but somehow throughout the day, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to pull my hair out.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired. I don't want to be tired anymore. And then it switched. I went into meditation. I went into prayer. And it was shown to me that, yeah, it's rough right now, but I didn't build you for anything less. Don't ever think it's going to be easy. If I get to an easy point, that means that I'm being mediocre, that I'm settling, because what I have been through, the lupus, the COVID, the divorce after 21 years of marriage and still being open to receive and give love, the challenges with having grown adults that still need you and you're still building yourself, like it's not going to stop. But let me tell you, the next plateau is going to be greater. So I can't complain. I can vent because we don't want to hold all that ickiness. We don't want to marinate in it.
Yeah.
So you need to release it. So I advise you to either journal or to have a good friend like Tiffany to call and go, sis, I need you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just blue around me right now. And I don't want to be blue because she knows my light. So I want to see myself through her. So you have somebody you can call, you grab a journal, you get some essential oils, you breathe them in, you go into prayer and the meditation. And then the difficult times, the rough times, the things that should get its claws in you and pull you back or hold you still, you kindly go, no, thank you. I continue. Just peel it off and continue to move on. And so when you asked me that question, it took me back to that revelation that, yeah, I do have those times. Yeah. And I do want to just go, is there an island? I could just go duck under a tree somewhere and just, but that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I built for. And I told my coworker, Margaret, because she was going through something. I have sister friends all over the place. Yeah. And I told her, I said, sis, if you weren't built for it, it wouldn't be on your path. Because we know that the Creator don't give you nothing that you can't handle. If He gives you something challenging, if you fall down, it's because that next level is probably 1 or 2 steps away.
Right.
And all you need to do is get up.
Get up. Just keep going.
So I'm changing my verbiage, just like I changed the diagnosis of the lupus and put the in front of it because I wasn't going to own it. Now I'm challenged, but I'm not defeated.
That's right.
So the answer to that question is yes, but come on, bring it.
Okay. That's right. That's right. You got on them boxing gloves. You ready? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going down. If it's tough, then I know I'm meant to get through it, and I'm paying. And it also heightens my senses.
Yes.
Because I'm paying attention to those lessons. Like, okay, why am I here? And now that void, because it used to be about a depression. It started with that 4 years of depression with the lupus. And then I got through that. Been in remission now almost 15 years. And now it's the little things. And it's not 4 years anymore. It sometimes it's days. Sometimes it's hours that I'm already up again. Because I've taken what I've learned and I've applied it. Do the work. When you hear people say, do the work, do the work. That's the work. Yeah. That's the work to close that gap of where you feel insignificant, where you feel your imperfections, but your imperfections make you perfect, where you feel defeated. That gap it closes to almost nothing. And I'm so grateful when it's over. Like I know when it's over and I'm like, okay, this is why that happened. Right. This is what I learned for it. And it closes. Yeah. And then I move on to the next step. Right. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I remember with us, when we were in San Diego at Speaking Right, and you had lost your phone. And it was like you needed your phone because you needed it for work. You needed it for everything.
Oh, that was
it was like, okay, we've done the work, all of us together. Again, we met in a group doing the work, right? Right. So you and I and our girl Joy, like we just, it was just so magical to see.
Y'all heard it say it was a phone, right? It was a material object.
Right.
I had a complete 200% breakdown about life.
Like, it is the end of the world. Like, but it was like, it lasted for a minute. We talked about it. And then it was like, no, hold
up. Out. I remember
like, you just, hold up.
Yeah.
And then it was like the hugs. Let's just love on each other. Look, we got you, sis. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we laughed and had the best freaking time, like, ever after that. Like, that whole night, my stomach was hurting so hard. Like, it was so bad. It was just like, wow. And to just turn that moment of where you were distraught, you were in tears, you were like, I'm so just done.
Life sucks over a phone.
Right? And you got all these outside little things going on, and they're all affecting over this phone.
It just triggered. It was a trigger. It just bam. And it was an opportunity to release. And thank God I had the support system, because I know many of you can relate where you've had that breakdown and you didn't have nobody. It was just you in your room, in your closet, in your shower, in your bedroom, in your car, in the grocery store, just you, like, you know, fighting it back. I was able and felt the freedom of having my sister's support to just release, because I remember those days back in the shower when I would go sit in the corner of my shower. And I call it, and there's a book coming, Shower Tears. And I would just sit there and release it and ask why, and have the breakdown, get out, put my super mama coat on, and go cook spaghetti dinner. You know, nobody knows. Stay in there until the puffiness go away. Like, I had it down pat. Can't go out. I still look like I've been crying. Can't go out yet. I can't go out yet. You know, and then go out there and be super mom. But I was grateful. And that was such a pivoting point, Tiff. I'm so glad you reminded me of that. Yeah. Because as minute as the reason was, it took me to the next level really quickly.
It really did.
I realized it opened up my trust to my sisters, to the people in my life, that I have people that let go of that pride. All you need to do is ask.
Right.
Because you guys were zooming me around to different cell phone stores.
Yes.
Like, replacement. What do you need? And they just went into action. And that's what life is about, going into action. And they can only do that because they've been through their own thresholds before.
That's right. That's right. I knew, because I have lost phones. I am a chronic phone. Either I crack it, I lose it, whatever. You know me, Mo, okay? Because look, you hit me up and be like, who says I lost my phone, or I got to, you know? So I get it. And I've had that meltdown moment, you know? Again, just to see you move through it. And I mean, it really just empowered me to be like, you know what? Look at my sister, just like, seeing you bounce helped me to be like, see, I can bounce too. Like,
right, because we went from talking to phones to, I think I'm gonna have a divorce soon, to I don't know how I'm gonna be financially, and I don't know where I'm gonna live. Like, it started with a phone.
Right.
And that's exactly how my intention and my motive started with Shea Butter. Is because it started with a diagnosis. It started with a depression.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was take one or two more steps, and then there was an enlightenment, like, that's why. And still today, my whole journey, when I couldn't move because of the lupus, when I was hospitalized because of the lupus, when I couldn't go to my kids' soccer games and their recitals because of the lupus, it allowed me to pour into myself and discover that you're going to be okay. Yeah. And now the lupus ain't even an issue in my life anymore. It is not. I go to the doctor, they just tell me, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Isn't that just the best?
Yes.
When you are so focused on, look, I'm just focused on being me and being good and being whole and happy. When you get that down, there's nothing that you cannot defeat. I mean, really, you just keep on, you know, same thing with me and the diabetes diagnosis, you know, it was like, what, you know, but I had to keep positive. I had to say, I have the answers, you know, but I had to sit down and be quiet, pray about it, get those downloads, as you say, you know.
Yes.
And once they come, it's like, okay, all right, I got
It's a
this.
marriage. Yeah, it's like, okay, this is your journey now because you made it through. This is your journey now. And everybody's not going to get it. Let me tell you. Because even from the point in that doctor's office, I was in tears. I didn't even know what lupus was. I was in tears. Like, do you know what this man told me? He said, well, it ain't like it's cancer.
Oh. Okay, but it's still you being sick. And nobody ever wants to be told that they're being sick regardless of what it is. It could be a doggone cold. Come on now.
And it's chronic and it doesn't go away.
Right.
It can go dormant, but it doesn't go away. And I didn't hear that until I decided to make a change. And I was like, wait, I can change my lifestyle. I can change what I eat. I can change what I do. I can change what I put in my body. I can change what I put on my body.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm in control of this. So it's not that everybody else gets it. It's like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ask myself that, what are you doing? Either I can sit in it because y'all like marinades, right? You marinate your chicken, you marinate your steak, you marinate your shrimp.
Right.
I chose not to marinate in my pity party.
Right.
Eventually, it was a journey. It didn't happen overnight, but I chose not to marinate in it. And then I chose to have a product by the grace of God, that helped me do that and now allows me to help others. And I do expect it to grow, like to lip balms. I had sent out a bunch of, I sent you some lip balms, body creams, body butter, soap. That's in the vision. Yeah. So I'm working toward that, as well as getting ready to put my life experiences in a book.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that.
I feel it. And I have a notepad, like self-sabotage, vision of life. I got a bunch of titles. And when it's time, it will be birthed. So just think of me being pregnant right now. I'm pregnant. With a whole lot of possibility. So I was, now I feel I'm better than last week when you asked me to do this. I just want you to know. Like, God dang, Tiffany won't leave me alone. I'm just going to give her a yes. Those are the people you want in your life that don't give up on you and pour into you and bring you to their tribe and go, hey, there's this person I know that I think should cross your path. So I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I'm so grateful to call you my friend. And we will play together some more. Oh, yes. We got some stuff to do. Thank you for inviting me to your retreat.
Yes, that was amazing. Yes, we had a author's retreat in August to celebrate the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse anthology. And Moshay came and oh my gosh, y'all, she did the doggone thing. She had everybody in the house in tears. I'm just saying, I mean, love in that house for that weekend was just so elevated. It was just amazing. Like, I didn't even want to go home. I was like, man, like if I didn't miss my husband and my son somewhere, I was like, man, if I could just stay here.
I hung out another day and I was moving.
You sure did. You sure did. She stayed another day with us. So we got a chance to just have her energy around us and she gave us some shea butter as well. And the girls are still talking about the shea butter. So thank you. And ladies, look, I'm sure if I'm on empty, y'all are probably on empty now too. So get in your orders, okay? Yes. Now I know you've got some special stuff coming out for the holidays. Can we talk a little bit about the special for the holidays with
Okay, so this is what I'm doing, a rebranding. So I'll be relaunching very soon. But we're going to offer a holiday special to your tribe. So you get 25% off and you get free shipping for orders over $25.
Nice. That's excellent. Ooh, I love it.
Love on your people. Love if somebody's going through something, love on them. Say there's an intention in this jar for you. Yes. There's an intention when it was made, when it was created, its whole life story. There's an intention in here for you, and I want to give it to you. Yeah. And to myself. Like I got
have them love on themselves. I mean, again, just that few minutes a day is going to just help you to change so much. I mean, it'll help you to navigate through your day, and just the way you handle, you know, I sometimes have an issue with handling my teenager, you know, so sometimes I have to just really go back to those things that I've learned in these practices and just take that deep breath, really just, you know, let me walk over here and let me just meditate for a minute, get away from that situation, you know, and just have that mindset of just, yeah, just being positive, you know.
Positive, right. And then thanks to you and your nudges, go, Moshay, go. I want to step out onto doing special events, do some more interviews, because somebody showed me that I can.
Yes, you can. If I'm
not perfect, yes, you can. All my imperfections, and my message, like I'm here for a reason. I can reach so many people, more people, just being more bold in myself. So thank you for that. So I'm putting that out there, that, you know, I'm going to be doing more speaking engagements, just showing up, just being a part of panels and interviews and whatever is on the path to fulfilling my destiny and my purpose, because I'm not going to leave this earth. Not going to cry. I'm not going to leave this earth without being remembered. And that I made a difference in breathing every day.
Amen, sis.
That has, when I was diagnosed, when I went through stuff, you know, I just kept feeling like I'm not finished.
Yeah.
I haven't even got started. And I always thought I would run out of time. But I don't claim that anymore, because I'm being bold enough and I'm taking the steps. And so people gonna know who Miss Moshay is. While I'm here and when I'm gone, and my children, the legacy that I'm creating is gonna stand strong and long.
That's right.
So I hope it touched somebody, Tiff. I hope we did some good today.
Oh, I think we did a lot of good today. Okay. And look, if y'all are ready to get your Moshay Shea Butter, Mother of Earth Shea Butter, down here, www.moedistribution.com. Y'all get this Shea Butter. I'm telling you, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get onto the subscription myself, because again, I'm already buying like I'm on a doggone subscription. So I need to get on there, and you are going to love, love, love this Shea Butter. It changed my life, changed my son's life. Okay. We just love it because it does give us a minute to just take the time for ourselves. We don't take the time for ourselves, and self-care is not selfish. It is selfless. Okay. So always remember that you cannot serve others if you do not serve yourself first.
That part.
So thank you so much for what you do in helping us to be able to serve ourselves the right way, Moshay, with this amazing Shea Butter, with your wonderful spirit, and just showing up for us. Because look, you're going to make me cry here in a minute, because you have just touched my heart. You have helped me to elevate myself to different levels, because I'm watching you and I'm like, that's my sister right there. And you know what? And you always, every time we get on the phone, it's like, Tiff, you know what? You got this. You could do this.
Yeah.
Even if it's through a text, you know, or we do a little voice text and things like that. And it just know that you are very special, and you make a huge impact in my life. And I know you make a huge impact in everybody's life that you touch, Moshay. So thank you so much.
I really need to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us this morning. Y'all get the Shea Butter. Moshay is also featured in the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine every month. She is one of our content providers, so definitely check her out. Subscribe to our magazine, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, and you can actually get that at www.phoenixfitnessfanaticsmag2021.com. Moshay, do you have anything else you want to share with our viewers before we close up today?
I just hope that it landed well. And even if it's just one person that's inspired, even if it's not my product, find some way somehow to love yourself first. Put you in the front of the line. I guarantee, this is a guarantee. There's not too many guarantees in life, that if you love on yourself, what whatever else you do in the world, you're going to show up as a better person. You're going to deliver better goods. You're
Yes.
going to make a bigger impact. But it starts with you. And
Yes.
I'm one that just recently learned that. And the opportunities and the abundance and the love and just the idea of the kind of lifestyle that I want manifesting, even if it's just simple as a peace of mind. It all came from loving myself first, because I can never disappoint. So love yourself first and do it often. Mwah. I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Moshay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine featured spotlight, business featured spotlight, with Mother of Earth Shea Butter, Moshay. She is, again, a wonderful, wonderful individual. Y'all connect with her. Get with her on Facebook. Connect with her on Instagram as well. Mother of Earth Shea Butter. Go to her website. Get your Shea Butter again. Okay, I'm about to get mine. So I will see y'all next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Have an excellent week, because hey, it's Monday. It's just the start of this week. So have a wonderful, amazing week, and we will catch you on the flip side. Thank you so much. Take care.